Jeremy can do as we get our second air stock party started.
Setting a blistering pace at the point in the battle rages for second. And car number 5, Pete Martinez, back to the bottom spot. Keep your eyes on the 7 car from Kyle Casagrande.
This could be redemption in this race for Johnny Walker. Trouble Marquis spins around in front of everybody. But out there is now the stars on that number 5. Going to the grass was a 21 of Phelps and the 36 of Martino. But a little revolving door move that time by the 5 of Marquis. And the man who has won more times than anybody, he is in Camel country outside the front straightaway, Kyle Casagrande.
Heartbreaking situation. He became a victim of circumstances. Amazingly enough, we saw the 5 do 2 360 spins and somehow made it through all of that.
Usually when that happens, he is being punished, but not on that occasion. And Johnny Walker, who had a flat tire about a couple of hours ago, he was a class of the field on that opening start.
What a heartbreaker for the driver of car number 7 for Kyle Casagrande. The Casagrande builder's machine, as we said, he had no place to go and ended up bouncing around and out of that real tough situation for him. Into the ton of talent, the all-time winningest driver in this air stock division here at Stafford. Chuck's Auto Family Ford of Enfield records and safety services equipment goes to assist and bring the Casagrande building number 7 car back to the center of the infield. As we have no laps up on the board in this event, so it'll be a complete restart. And it's the yellow flag still remaining out as the 7 car we brought center stage. Unfortunately, these competitors do not have the luxury of having their crews with them in the center of the infield or the opportunity to go to the paddock area and fix their cars for return. So the theory behind all that is that the opportunity to run a little bit cleaner and safer, realizing that once the event starts, there is no second chance in this one. And apparently most of the cars have been leaking so fluid, as we can see. Family Ford Enfield Safety Services crew massaging race service for set to go back to the racing. Heartbreaker for the Casagrande number 7. Casagrande is a very prominent family in the town of Stafford in the building business, and both of their sons have been very, very successful, competing in 2 different divisions here. Looks like we are going to recheck the surface again. And if you haven't had the opportunity to personally meet Joe Cross, he is down there with Heather in his voting booth at this time. And you might wonder who Heather is. Well, she happens to be Joe Cross's wife. Go on down there. Is Joe's campaigning, kissing babies, and doing all kinds of good things down there to continue to get votes. I want you to know I know the different things that he's doing.
Yes, Ben is, he had 5 terms of architecture and Gordon in the town of Gordon, so Ben does know how to win an election. We're going to get some award-winning information right now, as I believe Ed Wayne is standing by with this report.
Yes, that's right. Kyle Casagrande standing right here by me here. He was in the number 7 there, stock there. That really took a hit. Kyle, when I looked over there, all I saw was the 5 spinning around like a top, and then all of a sudden the dust cleared, and you had significant damage on the driver's side. What happened?
Speed was driving over the head first lap of the race. I finished a little bad luck. Finally got a good starting spot, but I just got to thank my crew. Everybody gets started together, all my sponsors. We have 250 extra pounds, so it's hard enough as it is. And then, we get screwed in the first lap. It's not fun, but we'll be back next week and hopefully get another W.
back in what was known then as a strictly stock division at Riverside Park Speedway. So Jeremy has been around this game just about all his life.
Sure has, and he's really, each and every time out, he gets a little bit stronger, a little bit more confident. So he is definitely going to be in victory lane soon. There's no question about that. Hats off to the Family Ford of Enfield safety crew for getting the job done, making sure that conditions are ideal before we're set to go back to green. Remember, this is not the final feature event of the night. Following this will be the second round for the SK Light Modifieds, and that will be our final feature event in tonight's program. So that will be 15 laps in distance. Don't forget, this Sunday, history in the making. We want you here as the pass cars come to the Stafford Speedway for the very first time. Pro All-Star Series originates from the great state of Maine, New Hampshire, Canada, New York, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and the list goes on and on. You'll have the opportunity to see the Dirt 602 Sportsman Modified run on asphalt, the New England Truck Series. Some of your local favorites like Ted Christopher, Woody Pitchcat will be taking on the best of the past All-Star Series. Tom Mayberry's award-winning group that runs both north and south will be on hand for their first visit ever to Stafford Speedway. Derek Ranstrom did some testing a week ago tonight here at the Speedway. And Derek is one of the guys that's the keys of the focus on. Very, very talented young man who's got a ton of past victories to his credit.
And Derek Ranstrom has 2 championships in the Super Late Model Division of Speedway. He was a winner last night, and he has also competed this year on the K&N Series. And remember when they used to have that Toyota shootout in Urban, California? He has competed in that. So Derek Ranstrom, even though he lives not too far from here in the Worcester area, he has raced all over the country. He is a young talent, and you want to see him in action on Sunday.
You sure do. You know, with the thrilling opportunity that he had, he got to drive Eddie Christopher's open field modified in that test day here at Stafford. He had never before driven an open wheel modified, and he said it really felt good.
So right now we're feeling good because the track is clear and we are ready for a start. Look at Johnny on his way back into the lead.
Walker just doesn't get out in front. He starts to run instead of walk as the leader of the pack. Meanwhile, here comes Little Paul, car number 55, but the Saunders brothers, they're starting to turn up the volume just fat. I think his second car that